Hello. Oh.
Sorry,
Ross.
Xbox on.
Game on, baby. Wow!
Don't make a girl a promise you can't keep.
Let's do this.
Hello and welcome to Xbox One Party Chat Podcast, episode number 33. This is the official podcast of the Xbox One subreddit, and I'm joined by everyone's favourite aunt. It's Sofia Harris.
What's up?
I don't think you were expecting that, were you? You're like, everyone's favourite what?
Yeah, I was kind of, you caught me by surprise there. But I'll take it, whatever.
And also making his return to the pod, it is the ass of trains. It's Trainass.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
Hey, we've got to have sort of someone who's a mod on Reddit, I think, on.
That's always good.
Yeah, 90% of the time it's Reese, but he is currently at Rare in the UK, and I'm trying my hardest to avoid him. And Uncle Jesse is at a work conference, I think, this week, so they both send their apologies, but I'm going to have to make do with yous too.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You poor thing.
No one is more sorry than me, Sophia, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, we usually start this podcast with what we have been playing. So I'm going to start with you, Sophia. What have you been playing this week?
Overwatch, because I'm like almost a year late to the hype. But I'm here, finally. Oh my god. Here's the deal. I decided not to get Overwatch because I played Battleborn for like half an hour and I was like, this is terrible. I don't like this. I saw Overwatch and I thought, it's going to be the same. I'm not going to like it. And then the whole Sombra thing came out, and I was like, okay, this looks cool. I'll give it a go. It's not that expensive. Oh my god, I'm living for that game right now. I'm on like level 50, and I got it like 2 weeks ago. It is insane. It's so bad and so good.
So what's the appeal? Yeah, what's the appeal with Overwatch? Like, why is Overwatch so good?
I mean, I like shooters, but I feel a lot of them just ends up being the same thing. So I felt it was a good breath, just fresh air. It was so fresh because, you know, you have all these different amazing characters with all these cool traits. They're all different from each other, and you have to sort of, you know, weigh them out. They're cool backstories. Like, the animated shorts are so well made. Like, I hope they make something, you know, a movie. Like, they're so good. And I don't know, I like the design. I like how fun it is. It's not, you're not going to play with kids who are going to, like, kick you off because you suck. You know what I mean? It's just, like, a nice, fun game.
It felt Team Fortress.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I was never a Team Fortress player, so I'm not going to talk about that.
My kid loved Team Fortress. See, the Orange Box went backwards compatible not too long ago, and I played through all the Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 67, whatever it is. But my kid has got sort of addicted to Team Fortress. And it's weird to think a game that's older than him and he's sitting playing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like something, I know what you mean by that. There is a sort of Team Fortress feel to it, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just, it's a nice, cute little game. I think it's cute. It's wonderful.
Trainass, have you been playing anything cute?
Well, Recore. I picked up Recore on Friday and absolutely loving it. I was kind of iffy when it first came out. I wasn't too sure, but no, I'm actually glad I picked it up. I quite like that adventure style game, and the fact that it's not a bloody, violent game that seems to be really popular now. It's good.
Okay, I'm going to say something here that my wife said, so this isn't coming from my mouth. Do you find it quite repetitive after a while?
I'm only a couple hours in.
Yeah.
So far, not too much, no.
But that doesn't have to be a bad thing, though, being repetitive.
No,
Because, I mean, if it's a type of gameplay you like say Overwatch, I mean, if you play as the same character, it might be repetitive, but if you like playing as that character, then, you know, no harm.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, I really enjoyed it. And then, you know, I got it released and I really liked Recore, but then I thought, well, my wife's really going to like this. I can't wait to actually let her play it. And she sort of got halfway through and then sat the controller down and never went back to it. And I was quite gutted, you know, that way you expect someone to like a game, but they didn't. And from what I hear from the patches, it's even got a lot better than what it was on day one as well, with the loadings and things like that. How much was it? $20?
Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. I didn't get it right off the Microsoft store. I bought it from CD Keys and then found out later that I could have got it for half the price through Microsoft, so kicking myself for doing that. But the fact that it was the first Play Anywhere title I've got, and actually being able to start on my console, play a little bit on my PC, and go back to my console was really cool. I really like that, and I'm glad that Microsoft brought that in. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you there. That's it. Now, for me, this week, I have went back to GTA 5.
Nice.
Surprisingly. I've missed the last few updates, and I hadn't played from the stunt update, and for some reason, I have been drawn back into the GTA 5 world. All these games... Is
it because of the bikers?
Yeah, well, we've got a club, so we started that. The real reason is two of my friends got it that didn't have it before. So I've been going through the heists with them and then really enjoying them again, and then they're leveling up, so we're getting to go and do some more things. But that's a game that keeps on giving, isn't it? No wonder they're not making more stuff. Well, I know they're making Red Dead, but I just mean as in, like, no wonder they haven't done DLC. The amount of content that is in that game now is unbelievable.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to do something, but I think it's going to be... I don't know. I mean, it's probably going to be maps. I'm guessing it'll be maps. I guess it will be something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a game that keeps on. I don't even play online, but I would still play the story. I played the story like 3 times. Yeah. It's so entertaining. It's so good.
I always get bored with them.
Oh my God, get out.
Grand Theft Auto?
Here we are talking about how awesome it is, and then you have to ruin the mood. Ugh.
Yeah. I tend to get bored with it. Eventually, then I just go around this.
Well, I'll go back to Recore then.
Yeah, I will. Once we're done.
Well, this is a podcast all about the subreddit, so let's find out what's been happening this week in the subreddit.
You're listening to Xbox One Party Chat Podcast. This week in the subreddit.
So the first story comes from user Will345 that says that there was a strong demand for Xbox over the Black Friday weekend. That's coming directly from Microsoft. With it being Black Friday and it's all past and done, guys, what did you pick up? Not just Xbox related, everything. What did you get over that weekend? Trainass, we know you got Recore. What else?
Not really a whole lot. Black Friday's not as big up in Canada as it is in the States. I mean, yeah, a lot of stores will have their deals and sales and things, but I think it's a lot more tame. I picked up a couple movies and just some Christmas presents. That's about it.
Milk in a bag, though, right?
That's only on the East Coast. Ontario is, bagged milk, and I think parts of Quebec. The rest of it's cartons and jugs.
Oh, boring.
Yeah.
Sofia, I know from the past podcasts we've done, you're a huge fan of Black Friday, so what did you get yourself?
Nothing.
You never bought one thing?
I got nothing. You know why? Because I don't need anything. I am one of those people who can withstand sales. I can look at a sales poster and it'll be screaming at me and I'll be reasonable about it. I'll think, do I actually need this? No. And I saw all the sales and everything, but I was like, do I need anything? No, not really. Plus, I mean, it's Norway. Why the hell do we even have Black Friday? It's ridiculous. Every day is Black Friday because there's no light out. It was just like a Friday with sales for me. And I was like, I don't need anything. I'm fine. Sure, did it suck that, like, Overwatch was discounted a lot, like, a week and a half after I bought it? Yes. But now I have it, so I gotta live with it. So is it bitterness that I didn't buy anything? Maybe a little bit. But, yeah, I didn't buy anything. Rant over.
I'm so glad I brought this topic up for you then. For myself, I went a little bit overboard. I bought Batman Telltale series. I got Skyrim. I got Deus Ex, which I always struggle to say.
You mean Deus Ex, right?
What?
Oh, it's pronounced Deus Ex, totally.
Oh. I always pronounce it Deus Ex.
Your Deus Ex?
Juicy X, even. If you want to go all the way.
Is it not Deus Ex?
I'm just kidding, man.
All right, okay. I was like, have I been pronouncing this wrong all these years?
Kidding.
I'm like...
I'm just kidding, or am I? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
I really don't know with you. Are you being serious?
I've realized that my humor, people don't understand when I'm joking. I'm sorry. I got to make it more clear, I guess. It's just my dry sense of humor, which you should understand because you're a part of that United of Kingdoms where you have this type of humor.
That is very true. We are quite sarcastic.
You should understand when I say stuff like that. You'll be like, oh, she's joking. But I guess I'm joking, guys.
So anyway, Deus Ex. Oh my god, I'm saying it wrong now.
You're welcome.
Deus Ex. I also picked up some PC stuff like Oxenfree and Motorsport Manager and Steam Sale. But wait, so is the hype isn't as big in Canada or Norway? Like, it was pretty big in the UK. Not like a couple of years ago, which seen people like getting decapitated over TVs, but mainly online. It was pretty good, I think. They had Xbox consoles for £200 with 2 games. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. But I was going to say, it is pretty big here in Norway. I live next to, not like next to, but like close to an outlet that sell like designer clothes and stuff. Yep. And they were giving away, I think the 51st people there would get a free pair of jeans. I don't know what kind of jeans or how, I guess they're expensive jeans. I don't know. People like camped out for it. For a free pair of jeans. I'm like, girl, it's cold out. I don't know what they were thinking. So Black Friday is kind of big. It's just about caring, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Norway, people care about jeans a lot. So there's that.
In Canada, I guess our Black Friday would be Boxing Day, the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
There'll be people that will camp outside of stores for those deals.
But I feel like they would be really nice about it because you're Canadians. You would like get in a really nice straight line. And you'd like walk in really nice and slow and like smile and wave to people. People would be like, no, you take it. No, you take it. You know what I mean?
Yes and no. I've worked retail on Boxing Day. And yeah, sure, people queued up outside. But then once those doors opened, it was pretty bad.
Black Friday in Scotland means something entirely different up until a few years ago. Black Friday was the second Friday in December. And it basically meant it was a night when all the offices had their Christmas parties.
Oh.
So everyone, they called it Black Friday because the streets were just filled with people that only drink one night a year, all going out with their workmates and all trying to flag taxis to get home. And it was hellish. Everyone avoided Glasgow on Black Friday. And it just feels as if that's totally been lost. Now, that day still exists, but it will no longer be called Black Friday. So America, you've ruined another thing for me.
I was going to say, I think it was Black Friday because people would black out. And I was going to say, that still happens, just in a different way.
So folks, just actually announced whilst we have been recording is the fact that 4 new games are coming to Xbox One backward compatibility. And that is The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Medal of Honor Airborne, Trine 2 and Astropop. Now, Oblivion is a big one. Guys, are you Bethesda Elder Scrolls fans?
Oh, big time.
Big time.
Huge.
So I take it you're going to be really excited, Trainass, about Oblivion coming to backwards compatibility today?
Oh yeah, well I played the heck out of that game on my 360, and then when I got my Xbox One, I was heartbroken that it was never available. I was hoping that it would have come out for when Skyrim was released, but no.
No. Wait, everyone defines the moment, don't they, in a game? And Oblivion has that moment when you first walk out into the world from a sort of hole in the ground, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's one of the defining gaming moments. But I'm actually, and I'm not going to lie, really looking forward to playing Medal of Honor Airborne.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I never played it.
Well, that's the thing is, I haven't actually played it, but I own it. So I'm just actually looking to put it in to actually finally play that game because it's one that I've never, ever gotten round to play.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good for you. You're going to play it. I'm so happy for you.
You get to experience something new.
Yay! So through backwards compatibility, I'm experiencing something new. That's happened quite a lot, actually, to be honest with you. spend more time playing 360 games on my Xbox One than what I actually do playing Xbox One games, which is bizarre.
Not really. I mean, well, I feel like there are so many, like, we think back and we're like, oh my god, well, like you're saying right now, you're playing so many games that were made for the 360, and it's like, there are, I think, like, in 10 years, we're going to look back and think about, oh my god, there were so many games I play now that used to be just for the Xbox One, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't realize the genius of them until it's gone, like, a certain decade, and right now, I mean, personally, I'm in a very pessimistic place where all entertainment is shit this year. but it's not. But, you know, it feels like there's so many mediocre things coming out and then one great thing comes out. And but I think, like, yeah, in 10 years, we're going to look back and be like, oh my god, there's so many games I got to play now. Because, you know, nostalgia and whatever.
Yeah, it's
So
like...
360 did have a lot of great games, though, I got to say.
Yeah,
It did.
There's so many more to come to backwards compatibility that we haven't tried, and I like how it's not just, you know, it isn't just big games. Like, you could have just went, here's Oblivion, and people would have been happy. You know, it's 4 games that are coming today, and that just means that people on their Reddit install list are just going to have, you know, some of them will have stuff ready to install, some will still on their discs, some will be buying games second hand now. You know, it just creates this air of excitement, and we always want to know what is going to be next. So if you could take one game from the 360 and make it backwards compatible now, what would it be?
The Lost Game.
Oh.
The best game.
The best.
Actually, I would like it to... Well, I know it's on PC, I think, but I would like it to be... I would like it to come... Yeah, I would like it to be re-released so I could, like, stream it just for the sake of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, this is a new game. And it's just, yeah. The weird thing is, yeah, it was released in, like, 2008, but it looks like it's made in 2002.
You can just imagine all the kids like, what's lost?
Oh, my God. They will love it. Well, kids don't even know what Lost is. That series kind of old, though, right?
It feels kind of old. It was on for a long time.
Yeah, it does.
I think it started in, like, 2010.
Well, there you go.
No, that's when it ended.
That's when it ended.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so old. I'm so old. Oh god, no. Good thing J.J. Abrams has done well, though.
Yeah, he's done quite well out of it.
Oh my god. Thank god for that.
Trainass, what about yourself? What game would you like to see?
I would absolutely love to see both Bad Company 1 and 2. I know you said one game, but they kind of go hand in hand.
So like a double pack?
Both the Bad Company. Oh yeah, absolutely.
On EA
I never played the
Access.
first one. Oh, that'd be even better.
Yeah.
Now to say, can I just say, I Dead Rising 2, please don't. Just...
You could, that's been remastered though, so...
Yeah, I get, I guess.
Now, other
good
news...
game.
Other news this week is that Lego Worlds is coming to Xbox One in February 2017. Guys, is this going to take Minecraft's crown from it?
Does that already have a crown? Oh, God.
Well, in sort of world builders, it's probably the one to beat, isn't it? You know, Microsoft paid a small amount of money to purchase the IP off them. So, you know, like, what Lego Worlds, is this going to... Have you seen any of it? The trailer sort of dropped. It's been on PC for a little while. You know, my kid is going to go mental to pick up this game.
You're asking if you think it's going to take over what Minecraft has made?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
I'm not a big fan of Minecraft
forever.
either. I'm not a big fan of Minecraft, but there is no way that's like set in stone. That's like Super Mario level of nobody's gonna become what
exactly.
No, I didn't talk about the movie. I meant just like games in general too. It's like you can't say something will be the new Zelda because nothing will be the new Zelda, and I think that's the same with Minecraft. You can't say something will be the new Minecraft.
Like,
Plus, I mean, I Lego's cool. Lego's cool and all. I don't think it's gonna. Nah, I don't think so. It's too big. They got a con.
I mean, Minecraft. Like when Minecraft came out, people kind of saw it as finally Lego. You've got the Lego building has come to computer, and now, you know, Lego is like, oh well, now here's your Lego building. But yeah they've got to compete with Minecraft. I think it might do well, but it's not going to do Minecraft well.
No.
I'm worried about the price because Warner Brothers quite often have high release price points, and if this is more than $20,
Isn't that most games though?
I know. I just feel as if these games do have a maximum price point and can't come out as the $30, $40, $50, $60 range.
At the same time, these are games that are targeted at a younger audience, and parents buy their games, and they don't understand anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a grandma being like, "Hey, yeah, I'll buy this $60 game. That's what all the games cost, right?" You know, they don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh, in the same token, though, like my kid plays Roblox, and I've probably put over the time he's been playing it on tablet and the time that he's been playing it on the Xbox. I'll probably put more money in DLC. You know, just buying little things for them than what I ever would have if I bought it as a full price release.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bad parent.
Nah, it's just. They're tricky, clever girls. They ruined us all.
The hours he's got out of that and the fun he's got and how thankful he is for it, I really don't mind. If he's a good boy, then why not? That's what he wants to spend his money on. So
just remind him about it when he's older and teach him, do not fall for the temptation. You do want to get loot boxes in Overwatch, but don't do it.
How many loot boxes have you bought in Overwatch?
What?
How many loot boxes have you bought in Overwatch? None.
I behaved. I have never done any microtransaction stuff whatsoever in my life.
I'll never play me at Rocket League then.
Nope.
Right, Titanfall 2 is going to have a free multiplayer trial starting the 30th for EA Access members and December 2nd for the rest until the 4th. So that's now. This releases on Wednesday, so that from right now, that free multiplayer trial has started. Guys, you going to jump on board this? Do you own Battlefield? Are you going to try out the trial?
I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I can't predict stuff like that. Jeez, who do you think I am?
Well,
Some kind of doctor?
Do you want to play Titanfall for the 3 days, Sophia?
I'll probably be busy with Overwatch, I'm not going to lie. That's taken over my life at this point. I mean, it's probably going to be fun, but I think I'm one of those people who, obviously since I'm playing Overwatch, I'm like half a year behind. So, yeah, I'm still catching up, you guys. I'll talk to you about it in like 10 months.
Matt, what about you?
No, I'll probably avoid it. I mean, Final Fantasy 15 just got delivered to my house. It's sitting in my kitchen right now. So I've got that, then Recore, and now that Oblivion's out, I could just hide away in a hole with my Xbox. You wouldn't see me for like 6 months. But
story of my life.
I like these trials. Pretty much for the last 4 weekends, there has been a free trial one. And they must get sales out of it, people sitting on the fence.
Sales will spike, I think. And then you got sales and all that stuff, so I think, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard the campaign's really good, so, you know, it does need to have a proportion of the campaign, hopefully, in it, just to play. But it does say free multiplayer trials, so I don't think it's going to.
Who knows?
No doubt we'll find out more.
As I said, I can't predict the future, man.
Now, Stardew Valley is coming to Xbox One on December 14th. Guys, do you know anything about this game? Are you excited for it?
I'm such a Nancy or whatever. What is it? What's the expression? I don't know. Anyways, I mean, you mean the farming simulator, right?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, I used to not do any of those games until I found Civ, and I realized I kind of like micromanaging. It seems really good, and it's got like good feedback or whatever. So maybe.
See,
I don't know.
It's a funny time to release it. See, if this was February next year, it may have caught my eye. But releasing it mid-December, when I've already got such a big backlog, I don't know if a farming RPG is what I want in December.
I think they should have. Yeah, I think they should have holed up and sort of published it in the sort of dead period when there's nothing else happening. Now there's so many big things happening, and I also think it's kind of a bad timing issue, but I still think a lot of people probably love it. And if you like farming, I guess that's fun. Yeah, and it looks cozy. I think it looks really cozy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
We said that it was inspired with things such as Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing of a child. And although the idea of a farming RPG may have seemed odd at first, the games were addictive and heartwarming charm that stuck with me With Stardew Valley, my goal was to recreate that special feeling and bring it to modern platforms.
And the houses sort of look like those in Pokemon.
They do look a lot like the houses in Pokemon.
That makes me really happy. Like the original Pokemon, not the
Yes.
crappy that came out afterwards. Who cares about those? No, I think it looks cozy. I think if I was like if I had like kids for Christmas, maybe we're going to sit down and play a game together. I feel like this would be maybe one of those games if they were smart enough kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in my house it's Gears.
Yeah, that's cooler. But I feel like I'm gonna get one of those. I feel like if I ever get kids, they're not gonna like games, and I'm gonna be so disappointed. And I'm gonna have to try and like introduce them in like cozy, nice ways.
Sophia,
Like,
I'm going to wait until
down.
we're off air to explain this to you, but you don't just get kids. I'll talk about it when the podcast finishes. Don't
How do
worry.
you know what's gonna happen in the future, Ross?
You
You don't know how things are gonna work.
Guys, also announced this week was a wintry Forza Horizon 3 adventure with its DLC Blizzard Mountain, and that was posted by RP Lay. Now, I loved the original Forza, the second Forza, and Forza Horizon 3. Add a little bit of snow to that mix. I think this sounds like a great piece of DLC. What about you?
Well, I'm glad you think so, Ross. And may the Forza be with you.
Is that all you've seriously got?
Yeah. I can't force it.
Matt, are you looking forward to driving in the snow?
I drive in the snow for 6 months out of the year. Don't
So,
forget I
is this more like being at home for you? You know?
Yeah.
I
I
feel
think
like
the only
that's-
difference is that I'm not going to get pulled over by the cops if I
Or
do something
will
fun
you?
in the game.
I feel like you wanna escape it by driving somewhere where it's no snow. I'll be like, what a
Yeah.
nice break.
I think it's quite strange, like, you do it in Australia, and then
What?
your DLC is the snow. It's like polar opposites.
Polar opposites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there.
Polar opposites.
Now, Matt, you're putting your voice to good use, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I've after the I don't know if you heard about the Mass Effect contest where you can get the option to voice an NPC in the upcoming Andromeda game. That kind of got me interested a little bit in the voiceover and voice acting, and so did some research, picked up a microphone, and just started auditioning for some roles, and got selected for to play a character called I in an upcoming Fallout 4 quest mod called The Code, which will be out for Xbox One and PS4 players. Should be out in January, and it's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, a lot harder than I really thought than I initially thought it would be.
So is it all done? So have you done all the voices for it and just ready to go now?
Yeah, I finished recording the rest of the voices last night. It was pretty much just a couple lines, and then all of the combat and just grunt noises. And so
So much
that was
fun.
just kind of fun. Just sitting at my computer, hit record, make a grunt, move on to the next one. Just record different takes. I mean, you can only grunt so many times and try and make them sound different, but
I would
Always
totally do that
it's a lot of
with
fun.
the window open. Just like a name walks by and you're like, oh! That was so much fun.
I always feel sorry for the girl that voices like Lara Croft because the amount of death noises that she has to make.
oh yeah.
She's
See-
great at it though.
She is good at it. I'll give her that. Well, congrats on your first voice-over position. No doubt we'll be recognising your voice very soon then on Fallout 4. Sophia?
Yeah.
I'm hoping it turns into more roles because I'd absolutely love to do that. I mean, it's hard enough to get into it as a career, but if I could even do it as a side hobby for a while, that would be awesome.
Now, I do have a little bit of a talking point for us that I just want to go over. Something which rose to the top of the subreddit very quickly this week was from Killer Wabbit. And it's not a huge deal, but I really think that paying for Xbox Live should remove all ads from a dashboard. So folks, no matter what your platform, there generally are adverts on your front screen and anywhere you may look. What I want to ask from you is, does that annoy you? Is that something you think because you are paying for a service you should not have? I want to get your thoughts and opinions on it.
I don't know. That's a difficult one. I feel like, yeah, I mean, now I was thinking just about all the types of ads I get on different platforms. I mean, for some, it's like I'm used to it, like with YouTube and stuff. I'm so used to it now. You know what I mean? That it's like I know that, yeah, it's like I've gotten used to it, so it doesn't really bother me that much. I understand the whole, you don't really want it because you're already paying for it. I completely understand that. And I guess that's sort of like what Spotify did, that you don't get ads when you pay for it, which is like a fair deal.
But this is the point is, here you're paying your, X amount per year for a service. Should you then have ads on top of it? Or
Not
should
really.
it be, so do you think that if you pay for a premium service, then you shouldn't have any ads then, basically?
I feel like, yeah, sort of. And then, I think it varies because, if I was subscribed to someone on YouTube and there still were ads, I would know I would still be supporting that person. You know what I mean? So I don't think I would care as much. But that's more of a personal connection, I suppose. I don't know. It's a tricky one. I think it's kind of silly that you still have ads. You do, how should I put it, betrayed, I guess, as a consumer.
Right, so TV, like for me, I pay for my monthly satellite television subscription in the UK.
Yeah.
I still get 4 sets of adverts every hour.
But that's because you got a TV. Nobody has that anymore, Ross.
I'm old. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you're a dad. That's
Gilmore
why.
Girls.
Oh God. Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah, it's the same with. I guess it's the same with TV, and I guess that's sort of an argument for keeping ads. Is that we as consumers should be used to the fact that even though we pay for something, there's still going to be ads there.
Matt, what's your thoughts?
I'm kind of. I don't like seeing the ads if I'm paying for the service. It's just like you mentioned for cable. The cable used to be free. It was paid for by ads, and then now they started double dipping. That's kind of how it feels as well. As you're paying for the gold service, and you get to see the ads. So Microsoft's they're getting 2 bits of pay. They're getting paid twice essentially for it.
Yeah.
See, the majority of the time it is Xbox ad for games, though. Have you ever clicked on an ad and bought an Xbox game because it is an ad?
No.
No.
I think the funniest thing, or here's the thing, I don't really care about ads a lot, but I always find it funny when I'm going to watch a trailer for a movie or a game, and it's usually a game, and then the ad before the trailer is the actual trailer for the game.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
That pisses me off.
That happens quite a lot.
That pisses me off. Then I'm like, I don't want to watch the entire thing. Then I'm done. No, I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever bought a game because of an ad, because I already know about the game. I've looked up the trailers, or heard someone talk about it, or stuff like that. I don't think an ad does any. I think an ad will maybe make someone who's not an active gamer buy one, possibly, if they see it. But I feel like they wouldn't see it on their Xbox. They would see it somewhere else. They'd be watching a YouTube video,
YouTube or something,
TV, and be like, "Oh, that looks like a cool game. I'm going to check it out." I feel like advertising for games on the Xbox seems kind of, I don't know, counterproductive, because you're already there. You know where to look.
And I know they do adverts for other things as well, like it's not just games, but this does not bother me at all. Mm-hmm. Like I've hardly noticed the adverts are there. I know they're there, but I'm not actively looking at them. That I think that they should be removed because of the TV reason. That it's something I feel as if I'm used to. But if they removed the advert, could that mean that they would have to increase the price of Xbox Live? Is that paying towards part of the service? Are they really that intrusive? Are they that intrusive that it affects the way I game? It really doesn't. Other than having to press right and up a few times to get to my games and apps, it's not. There's no issue. It does not affect my day-to-day at all. And although I can understand why it annoys people when it's a paying for service, if that keeps the cost of my live down, I'm not too bothered. I'm not too bothered, to be honest with you. Now, Matt, just before we go, is there anything happening on the subreddit this week that we need to be aware of as our moderator representation?
Well, we've had a fair bit, as we talked earlier about the Black Friday, we've got the Xbox Live Reddit club that is now open. So if you haven't found it yet, There should be a post on the sub, or you can even just search it by searching for Reddit right on Xbox Live. Pop a request in and then we'll send you an invite and use it to search for like-minded people to play games with and share your achievements. Well, a couple of big things that I can think of.
Superb. And of course, Funcom were on earlier this week with the AMA, and check out last week's episode, which was the interview with Funcom as well. But guys, thank you so much for joining me in Reese's and Clay's absence. And for another week, Xbox turn off.
You're listening to Xbox One Party Chat Podcast, the official podcast of the Xbox One subreddit.
Let's do this.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you, Ross.
And thank you, Train My Ass. No, that's not good. Train my ass. Oh. No, that's no good. And thank you, Trainass.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming.
I bet you'll do great. You'll be a force to reckon with.
Oh.
Those are dad joke level puns.
Yeah.
Well,
Sophia.
I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe I'll be a dad. Who knows? I don't think so. Well, it would be cool because then I could be like the American dad. The one episode I saw of that was really good. Ross, you said Sophia?
Yeah, I'm like totally backed off from saying that.
You were going to talk about my voice acting career?
No.
Because I'm gonna be a voice in the sequel to the Lost Via Domus game.
Oh.
Lost Via Domus Back to the Island.
Wow,
Yeah.
What happens in that game?
There's one chick who gets stranded, and she's like, what am I gonna do? But luckily she has like a Find My iPhone thing, so they find her.
Fantastic.
And I grunt and like I scream a lot. I'm like, help! And I do that. I did that like 100 different ways because that's the only voice
You must have
command.
been hoarse afterwards.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, man. But I said help a lot, and I kept the window open. And my neighbors looked at me and they said, "Oh, nothing new there."
You're insane. You're just insane.
Nah, I'm just happy to be alive. Yeah.